You are listening to the Horse Radio Network, part of the Equine Network family.
What a beautiful day for horses in the morning.
You are listening to the #1 horse podcast in the world. Here is your entertaining look at the horse world and the people in it.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. I am Glenn the Geek in Ocala, Florida.
And I'm Jamie Jennings, and I'm in Norman, Oklahoma. You're listening to Horses in the Morning on the Horse Radio Network for Friday, July 17th episode. Oh, my God. Are you ready for this?
I know.
3,999. What? Okay. This episode is brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products. And what badasses they were like on the first week. Like, incredible. Thank you, KPP. Good morning, horse people. Sorry, I'm a little distracted.
It is true. KPP was around on episode, I think their first episode was episode number 5. So, yep. God, I wrote that this morning and it hit me, but when you read it, it really just hit me, actually.
That's crazy.
3,999.
I never talk about the podcast ever, like in my real life, because this is not real life. And literally, I've been telling everyone, like my in-laws came over. I'm like, guess what's happening on Monday?
It seems like just yesterday I was sitting at your dining room table doing 3,000.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what my father-in-law said. He goes, didn't y'all just do 3,000? I'm like, I know.
It's like years ago. Well, well, let's bring that up then. This is the final reminder that the 4,000th episode will be Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a Facebook page. If you just look up Horses in the Morning 4,000, you'll find it. There's links in every one of the show notes we've done the last couple of weeks too. So you find it right over there in your show notes link. That's where I will put the Zoom link is in there, and also put it in the auditor room for you. Maybe I'll put it over on the Horses in the Morning page. It'll be a different link, Jamie, by the way, than we use for here.
Gotcha. I might have to let you know that I might be a little boozy because the World Cup is like a 2. So the final.
We would expect nothing less. Today on the show, we're joined by author Susan Friedland to discuss her new book, Swirl, My Wild Island Pony. And we catch up with Auditor Alex in kind of a Where Are They Now segment, and we're going to hear about her new journey into bodybuilding. And also Realli Bad Adz. We have that today, and we have a special thing we're going to do at the end of the show. You want to announce it now?
Okay. I mean, he's going to be so excited when he hears this. So yesterday on Wednesday, you decided to play some random game called Guess the Sound, and it all sounds like people in the post show. And so you had Lucas come on and guess the sounds. And so what we decided to do today, we got a lot of good reaction about it because I was pregnant when I was already doing the show for a couple years. So he was on, he's now 13. And so we had him on and he played the game.
Not just 13. He sounds like a 40-year-old adult.
He is a man. It's kind of freaky.
God. And I mustn't have talked to him in a while because we have him on the show, on the post show, especially occasionally, but it hit me yesterday. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. And apparently a lot of the auditors commenting on it too. He sounds just like Chad. I mean, just like Chad. And
yeah, so we're going to play that for a post show, but it's going to be for everybody, not just for the people that are auditors, because we want you guys to hear. This is the kind of stupid stuff that, usually it's stupider. This is pretty stupid, but you guys need to see the stupid stuff that we do in the post show. So I wanted to play that. We decided to play that for everybody. So at the end of this episode, you will hear Wednesday's post show. Just hear it. You don't have to go to a special link or a special download. It'll go for everybody.
And if you've already listened to it, then we'll see you on Sunday night.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Let's do my Friday Horse of the Week. So we started this a couple of weeks ago, and what I'm going to do at the beginning of every show on Friday is kind of give you a horse that I've picked. This isn't history. This is current horses that are alive and doing things. But I pick them out just kind of randomly, but just because I like them. That's why I'm picking these. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Horses to celebrate. This is not horses to adopt.
No,
this is horses that we're highlighting just for being awesome.
For being awesome. And this one gets highlighted for its name.
I love it.
The best name at eventing. Fluorescent Adolescent is the name of the horse. And it was officially named to represent Team Canada for the 2026 FEI World Championships in Aachen this August. And it's ridden by our friend Jessica Phoenix. And it's especially cool because it's a 16 one-hand Pinto Canadian sport horse. Did you see this one at Kentucky?
Oh, yeah. You can see it coming from a mile away because,
horse.
I mean, it's a great name, Fluorescent Adolescent, because like in the world of eventing, a paint horse seems fluorescent out there. Like, and it's so, and you just know who it is. You know who's coming. You know the horse's name.
I mean, her horses have had a look in the past, and it doesn't look like this. So,
No.
So I'm just so excited for her that she gets to do this. She finished in the top 20 at the Defender Kentucky 3-day. She finished third place at the Mars Bromont 4-star. So she's doing pretty well with this horse. Why did I pick this one for this week? First of all, the name. It's just the best name. It's just great. The color, of course, and it's Jessica. Jessica was one of the first eventers that I covered in 2008 when we started doing the shows. She's one of the first eventers we ever had on, and then she was our pick, and we followed her for her journey for the 2010 games. So we got to know her really well. We had her on once a month. So yeah, I'm partial to Jessica, but I'm also partial to this horse. It's really cool. So Fluorescent Adolescent, look it up, find a picture, and you'll go, oh my God, it's pretty cool. All right, let's do some daily Winnies.
From the podcast to the barn, here's some hidden birthday wishes to keep you warm.
We have some auditors with birthdays this weekend. Bethany B., Elizabeth Y., and Roxanne C. Happy birthday to all of you. Have a terrific weekend.
You know who gets my daily Winnie today, Glenn?
I have no idea.
And I've done this before, but I've just got to give it to me because I am a hero. I saved my husband. Okay. I saved him. And I want to say that, yes, I do have an ability to make the mundane and boring into a story. And that is what I'm going to do right now. But Glenn, do you know what, like in the grass, those stickers, goat heads, bullhead, burrs, all those things are? Yep. Okay, just to make sure, because like they're not all over the country, but they are here in Oklahoma, and this is like
Jennifer was picking them off as she came in yesterday.
God, we battle them. They get in the fly masks. The horses come in there in the fly. It's just
you get it in your sock. They're really sharp.
They are really, really sharp. And last night I took a shower. I'm going to give you a lot of information here, maybe TMI. So I took a shower and I'm getting dressed for bed. And I'm sorry, there is nothing more comfortable to sleep in than men's boxer briefs. Like, I'm sorry, fight with me, come at me. They're my favorite thing. But my husband gets mad because I'm always sleeping. He's like, where are my underwear? And I'm like, oh, I put them in the hamper because I wore them for 8 hours. So at any rate, sleeping in his boxer briefs last night. And it's about 2 a.m. and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, I kind of go back to sleep because you're like in this world of sleep. And then I wake up and I'm like, ow, Glenn, my husband had a sticker in the crotch of his underwear that I borrowed.
How exactly
and at 3
did that
o'clock
get
in
there?
the morning, I don't know. But can you imagine how much worse it would have been for him than me? So basically,
I can actually.
I know you can. Basically, I saved his life by putting these underwear on. So anytime he ever complains about me stealing his underwear again, I'm going to be like, listen, I was testing it out to make sure there's no stickers in the ball
did you
area.
Ask him how exactly that happened?
I haven't talked to him about it yet because, like I said, I get up and I go ride and then I do the show. But oh my God, yeah, I'm a hero. I'm a hero.
So it probably got there in the wash.
It
was on something else. It was on socks and got transferred over.
What an unlucky place to have it get transferred to.
Oh, that would be awful. Especially if he had already left and he's driving to Dallas and then he discovers it.
Or
right?
what if he's sitting in the plane and he's like the pilot, and he's
even
like the
worse.
co-pilot, and he's like, hold on, I gotta get something out of my underwear. I'm a hero. He could have crashed a plane. Oh my God, next time he complains,
You
I'm gonna be
saved
like,
lives.
I saved lives.
Well done, Jamie.
Thank you for
Consider it a good
understanding.
week.
Well, anyway, let's thank the wonderful people that we mentioned earlier, Kentucky Performance Products, for being a sponsor this long. Have you noticed your horse dealing with stiff, sore muscles, or maybe just a lack of energy or a sticker in their underwear? Perhaps they have poorly developed top line or a weak immune system. These can all be a signs of vitamin E deficiency, which often happens when horses don't have enough access to fresh green grass. Think winter, think dry lot. The good news is that Elevate Natural Vitamin E can help. It's a research-proven, powerful antioxidant that maintains healthy nerve, muscle, and immune functions by delivering a highly bioavailable source of natural vitamin E that's easily absorbed. Whether you need a fast-acting liquid, a maintenance powder, a concentrated formula, or vitamin E and selenium blend, Elevate has 4 options to fit your horse's needs. Check them out at kppusa.com. That's kppusa.com. I'm excited to welcome our next guest to the show, our first guest today, and it is Susan Friedland, and she has written a new book. I got to actually talk to Susan at the AHP conference. She's the author of Marguerite, Misty, and Me, and she's got a new book out called Swirl, My Wild Island Pony. Oh my gosh, like she was telling me about it and I got a little emotional and I was so excited you're on. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Jamie. Well, I was really flattered that you liked my book when I was parading it around at the conference because you didn't have your glasses on. I don't know if you remember that part.
I did.
You were like, I can't
Never
read
has her
it.
glasses on.
So I was just flipping through the pages with the art, and I think the art told the story without the words. So
that's a good point. Yeah, it really, really does. And I mean, I held it far enough back where I could make out some words. Getting old, so fun. But this book it's not like your typical like Misty story and the whole kind of thing. This is a story of, tell everybody what it's about.
So a few years ago, when I was on Chincoteague for the pony swim and auction, I saw during the full auction, this little guy, I think it was a colt, almost escaped from the saltwater cowboys, and he dashed, and I thought he was going to jump the fence, and he clearly didn't, but the whole crowd was like, oh. And so my brain kind of ran away with me like, oh my gosh, what if there was a foal that escaped and had little adventures around Chincoteague Island? And it's such a picturesque town. And I know so many people I talk to say, oh, that's on my bucket list to go see the ponies swim and visit Chincoteague. So I thought it would be really neat to do a kid's book that was authentic to the island and just showed really the beauty of the ponies and the swim and my favorite ice cream shop, and just kind of be a way for people to either plan their future visit, or if maybe they'll never be able to attend, to kind of experience it virtually in a feel-good way.
In a very feel-good way. So this book was not written for adults per se, but as an adult myself, sometimes I really enjoyed it. So what was your like kind of like go to, I'm writing this for kids or I'm writing this for everybody?
I was writing it for myself, honestly, but I did want to write a book for kids because I feel like I was that horseless kid, and my only way to horses until I found someone nearby that would let me ride horses was in the library and through books. So the main character is named Taylor, and she dreams of ponies, and she reads Misty of Chincoteague, as so many of us have. And so she's, of course, begging for a horse, and she doesn't get the horse, spoiler alert, but her parents do decide that they can take her to see the action of the wild swimming ponies of Virginia. And so it was hard because I've written, my 6 previous books were all for a grown-up audience. And I want to explain things, and give the detail of how the character's feeling. So I had not, collaborated with an illustrator before. So I was told it's got to be under 1,000 words. And I'm like, this is too hard. And then what was amazing is my illustrator, Cameron Rouse, who lives in Virginia, which I found this kind of interesting. Lifelong Virginian, total horsewoman. She's an eventer, former pony club. She had never seen the Chincoteague ponies. So I was like, Cameron, you've got to go. So last year during the 100th swim, we met up together and she was able to take, reference photos and that. So it really evolved. I think I test read it a lot I did some school visits, elementary school, 3rd through 5th kind of audience. And I wasn't sure. I didn't want it to be too horsey where it would be off-putting to kids, that aren't into horses. And I'm happy to report that when I did one of my readings, a little boy at the end of the class, raised his hand and was like, my mom keeps saying no, I want a python. And she keeps saying no. So I thought, okay, it resonated because he understood that, childhood desire of that thing that you love so much and you want to be around.
And that's what I think we talked about too, was this is one of those stories where, in a typical boring sense of like a horse chick movie is the girl wants the wild horse, and she tames it and they ride off into the sunset. And that's just not realistic. And so what I liked about your book was kind of how realistic you kept it. And the end of the story just moved me so much. But you mentioned there were some books that, when you were a kid, you went into the library and you read. What were some of those that really inspired you and your love of horses?
Well, for sure, all of Marguerite Henry's books. So Justin Morgan Had a Horse, Misty of Chincoteague, Sea Star, Stormy Misty's Foal. I read some of the Black Stallion books, and there was a book. I don't know if any of your listeners will remember this, but it really touched me. And I think I got it at a Scholastic book fair, and it was called The Pony Problem. And it was about a girl living in, a town where you can't have a horse in your backyard, but she somehow entered a contest, won a pony, and took, string from the clothesline and looped it around some trees and made a little paddock. And I honestly don't remember what happened at the end, but it was really all of those books. And I do remember with the Dewey Decimal System, this is really dating myself here. I had the 636 area of books and the 798 in the, grown-up part of the library. And one was like horses and horse care, and one was riding and equitation. So, I just checked out when I was, and my mom claims, oh, you're a good reader today because of your love for horses. So I just was constantly getting any book I can.
Okay, Susan, you're a nerd.
That's so nerdy.
That. You're so nerdy.
Just see that. You're a nerd in the best way. I've memorized the Dewey Decimal System numbers of the book section that I like to go to. And you can't remember the end of the story you liked, but you remember the numbers of the system.
And I have to say, I'm not a numbers person. Goodness for cell phone. I can't, I'm not dyslexic, but I'm a word person. I can't remember numbers, but I can remember names and words and, colors of ponies and names of horses and dogs.
Well, this is great. So it's called Swirl, My Wild Island Pony. It's available now, right?
Yes, people can get it. I love signing the exquisite hardcover copy that was printed in the USA that's on my website, and the site is swirlpony.com. But it is also available in a softcover and ebook form on Amazon. So anywhere your listeners would like to get it, I'm happy to get the story out into the world to fellow, horse fans.
Well, and you just went to Briarfest, right?
Yes.
How was that this year?
Amazing. And it was the coolest. It's usually so blazing hot, we're all dying. The weather was okay. It was a little rainy, but such enthusiastic crowds and like, one of the women that bought my book was from Germany. And I was like, do you come to this every year? And she said, oh, yeah, I travel from Germany every year to Briar Fest. And so there's just a fandom. And then obviously, so we were in the covered arena, so we got to see the various acts. So we saw the Icelandic horses and this amazing Liberty demonstration. So it's just, and then I went to the Clarion Hotel, which I'm sure you guys heard about. Is just insane. But it was really fun. But anyway, so this woman from Germany, when little kids walk past with the Swirl book, that's kind of an easy thing, like, hey, you want to look at my pony book? And so I was chatting with her a bit, and she said, I'm going to get this for my friend who's 80, and this is the first year she hasn't been able to come to Briar Fest, but she has always loved the Chincoteague ponies. So it's just very sweet, to have those interactions with fellow pony fans.
Well, it's an anniversary year for them, wasn't it? Like 40th or something, if I remember right. It was a big anniversary this year.
You know what? Again, going back to the numbers, Glenn, that sounds close.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we covered that. So The other thing is, the swim is coming up. What is it, a couple weeks away?
Yeah, the swim is happening Wednesday, the 29th, and I'm going to be there on a boat. I was like, I'm not swimming. I thought that came out sort of funny. But yeah, we have several events that I'm super excited about to meet fellow Misty of Chincoteague lovers. I'll be signing my book, Marguerite, Misty, and Me, and doing a talk. So if any of your listeners are going, on Tuesday, the Chincoteague Pony Drill Team is having their annual open house, and it's at a farm a little bit off the island. And that's a very feel-good event. They'll have games and little fundraisers and stuff. So I'll have a table there with my books, and I'd love to chat with people. And then Wednesday after the swim, I'll be at the iconic BB Ranch at 1 p.m. I'll be there with another fellow author, Amanda Giese, who's just done a book that's like a scrapbook of all the wild stallions and mares. Thursday, I'll be at the little bookstore Sundial at 2 p.m. And then I'm going to go next door to the library and have a story time with Swirl. That'll be at 3:30. And then on Friday, my illustrator, Cameron, that I mentioned earlier, is going to join me. We'll be at the Chincoteague Pony Center, and we're going to do a very fun painting pony event. And I have to clarify, we're not painting on a pony. She's going to give us like a quick lesson of how to paint a pony on a piece of paper. And we'll be signing the book, and we'll be so excited to see everyone there.
That sounds terrific. And it's always a big event there. And we always have a listener that's on a boat, too, that calls in live. So we're looking forward
It's Kim, right?
Yeah. So hopefully she'll be there again this year. But yeah, well, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. It is swirlpony.com, SWIRL pony.com is where you can find the book. You want to get a hard copy of this. This is not one you want on Kindle, right? So you want a hard copy because you're going to be with the kids, and the kids can handle it and talk about it and all that stuff. But we really appreciate you. Thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, thanks. And if I could add one last thing, Glenn, if people, aren't going to see the pony swim, but they would like to see content from the swim, my Instagram and Facebook account is called Saddle Seeks Horse. And so I'll be, kind of really just sharing my journey there on Chincoteague for the week. So if people want to check it out, I would love to have some new faces and friends.
Very good. Thanks, Susan.
Join us as we chat with past guests to find out, where are they now?
Well, that's right. We are doing the Where Are They Now segment, and our guest has been on the show numerous times, mostly talking about racing and her journey to becoming a jockey. Today, we have Auditor Alex Sherman back for Where Are They Now because of something new that she has started doing at the age of 35. And by the way, I did have permission to say that. And
I was going to ask.
And makes her an extra badass in my opinion. Alex, thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me back.
You've been on numerous times, and we followed your journey to becoming a jockey, and you still work with racehorses, right?
Yeah, so my main job is still, I gallop now. I don't race ride anymore, but I have a salary job with a trainer at Turfway Park. So I still do that from 6 to 10 a.m. every morning. And yeah, so horses are still part of my life, but just not quite as much of the major focus anymore.
Every girl's dream to get paid just to ride horses and not do
Right?
Good
anything
Lord.
else.
And salary? That's badass, girl.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I got really lucky with like my barn is fantastic, like great trainer, great horses, like I couldn't ask for a better spot.
And you don't even have to clean stalls or anything.
No, that's the best part is I show up at 6, the horses are tacked, and I just hop on from horse to horse, and then at 10 o'clock I walk away and I leave.
You're
And
bougie.
I do now, in fairness, I do still have 4 like of my retired horses at my house, so I still have, some chores, but they're outside.
You're so bougie, Alex. That's so bougie.
She has people.
Yeah.
I have people.
So how many will you ride in the morning?
I'm about 10 to 13, kind of just depends on the schedule.
Okay, that's a lot of horses to ride in the morning. That's a lot on and off horses. And of course, we have to remember these horses, not all of them are good, are totally trained perfectly. So,
yeah, again, super, super lucky, just the barn I'm in, the horses come in, like he gets a lot of them out of like the Ocala sales and stuff. So they come in pretty well, good to go, but they're pretty classy. I don't get on any more of the orangutans anymore.
That's good. So I noticed on your Facebook page, because we're Facebook friends, these pictures starting to pop up, and I was like, what the hell's going on with Alex? And so how long ago was it that you decided you were going to start hitting the gym pretty hard?
So I started a couple years ago just as more of like a mental thing to do. I've always been active, obviously, with the horses and growing up and stuff. And my husband competed back in his early 20s before we met in bodybuilding. He owns a little gym in our city and does like one-on-one personal training. But we had kind of a rough patch last like end of summer into fall with horses and just a lot of stuff going on, and kind of how I ended up taking a salary job. So I wasn't really in a great place mentally last fall, and so that's why I kind of like just dove headfirst into the gym, because it's nice to like an hour and a half where I can just focus on, put a podcast in, music, whatever, and just focus on what I'm doing, and my brain isn't spinning of everything else I have to think about.
Clarified that it's bodybuilding shows.
Yes. Oh, yes. Bodybuilding shows.
Sure,
yes.
we clarified
yes.
that.
Sorry.
Not horse shows.
Not
horse shows. No.
This is,
Equally as expensive, but
this is oiled up, muscular bodybuilding shows.
Yes, the tan, the oil, the sparkly bikini, the whole shebang.
I'm sorry, Alex. I see boobs. Like there's boobs. Like go ahead.
Yes, boobs there. And the thing is when you get that lean, if you don't have the fake ones, they disappear. So, you kind of got to invest a little.
I mean, you're 35 diving into this. Most people start this when they're 19 or 15,
Yeah. Yep.
And you did this. I mean, oh my God, you look incredible. And you did this in 6 months.
Yeah, so I started dieting in January because we found a show that was local in Cincinnati, which is where I'm from, at the end of March. And it was going to be a smaller one. So we're like, well, that'd be a good one just to get my feet wet and just make sure that I actually enjoy it and can do the diet and, something that I want to do. So I started dieting in January. I did that show in March, which I was pretty happy with my physique. And I actually ended up winning all 4 of my classes that I was in within my division and winning the overall for my division.
Jamie, she said, I was pretty happy with my results. She won everything. She was pretty happy with the results.
I'm stuck on the fact that you're like, let me see. Okay, I would like to choose a job where I have to weigh next to nothing. So I'm going to diet to be a jockey. And now you're like, I'm going to not be a jockey. I'm just going to exercise, right? And I'm going to diet for a living. Like, what the hell? I would just oh my God, I just want you. I cannot wait for you to eat a sandwich. I'm so excited for you.
So, it's funny is when I was a jockey, I really didn't have to watch my weight that much. I was pretty, I was kind of, fortunate enough that I really didn't have to watch it that much. Now, kind of on the other side of, trying to put on some muscle and dieting down to get on the show, to get stage lean.
What have you noticed in your riding? Has obviously, putting on this much muscle, has it helped with your riding or?
I've always had this philosophy when it comes to like Like, obviously, we know as we get older, especially when, women get to your mid-30s, you start losing muscle. Like, it's not just maintaining it, like, you are actively losing it, and you lose bone density and all that. So, but I've always felt with riding, we have people fall off on the track every day. We have, people come off all the time at high rates of speed. And it's crazy to see how many people, like riders, actually are able to just kind of jump up without any injuries, like nothing happened. But then, you hear of a lot of people kind of, in the regular horse world that, they'll fall off doing a trot rail and they end up with a concussion or they break their arm or something. And I've really kind of chalked that up to having more muscle mass on your body protects you. When you hit the ground, it's supporting your limbs, it's supporting your soft tissue, it's better to have more. And I know there's been a couple sticky spots where, actually I was riding in a race last summer, I popped out of the gate, the horse to my left actually like went into me and literally knocked me almost off the side. I lost my left iron and I was kind of hanging off the right side of the horse. And just by kind of, sheer just will and strength, I kind of, was able to push myself back over and keep going, and I chalk that up to just having the strength to do it. So on that aspect, like it definitely helps, when you're riding 12-pound animals, trying to not get them to go at Mach 3 around the racetrack, having more muscle definitely helps.
What do all your friends say about this?
Everybody loves it. I hate to say the racetrack is really cool because everybody's like, obviously we're friends on Facebook or, they see me and like pretty much all the guys are like, I want arms like you. And all the girls are like, you're like awesome. Like, it's so cool. Like we love following your journey and, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, everybody on the track has been like insanely supportive of it. They think it's really cool.
Well,
so where can people follow your journey?
So I have my Facebook and then my Instagram is where I post a lot. I'm trying to get a lot better about actually, getting more stuff out there as the journey goes on. It is, I believe it's Alex_Sherman Jock is my Instagram tag.
Okay. I'll put a link to that in the show notes too. And I'll put a picture. I'll put one of your pictures in today's show notes picture as well of you competing. Well, you know what? I don't know that I could have done any of this at the age of 35 myself. So, or any age for that matter. It's like,
I was going to say,
it
what?
takes
You can never.
a lot more willpower than I've got. That's for sure.
The meal prepping, like that, it takes time, but you kind of just got to like look at, don't get me wrong. When I go through the grocery store, like I still peruse the bakery aisle and get the free smells, but, it's like, all right, do I want that?
Is when we get the free smells, we buy the stuff and get the free eats. Then
exactly.
Are my favorites.
Alex, good luck on this new journey of yours.
Thank you. Yep, we're hoping to maybe do another show in the spring, so we'll see how much muscle I can put on between now and then.
And don't forget that if you're looking at getting some Spalding Fly Predators, we have a coupon code. It's HRN10, and you get 10% off your first order.
He says one thing and he means another, but hey, he can't help it. He's a horse trader. Horse trading. Well, it's a laissez-faire. Let the buyer beware. Horse trading. They tell a low-down lie with a sincere stare. Horse trading. Well, if they're talking in circles and the deal ain't square, he's a master in the fine art of persuading. Horse trading.
That's right. It's time for Really Bad Ads. That time of the week when listeners submit ads from Craigslist or Facebook or someplace, and we just have a little bit of fun with them. We have been doing this for the last 4,000 episodes as well. And we have a whole bunch of people we're just not going to have time to get to today. Christy, Faye, Michelle, Tegan, Janelle, Caitlin, and Kevin. So we won't have time for those, and I apologize for that. But we do appreciate you sending them in. And we have RJ sent in a sound file. Let's take a listen.
Hi, this is RJ West calling from Western Washington, and I found a really bad ad on the Craigslist for Seattle. Bonded Brothers. If interested, please text me. I will give more information about them both and photos. That's it. No photos. Not even anything that says what kind of animals they are.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's not animals.
That's my submission for the week.
It's so appropriate that she did that one because that is the trend we're going to have today is
Are
a
you
lot
serious?
of really short ads. Because that's funny. Bonded Brothers. It could be anything.
What are they? Goats? What? Dogs? Cats?
Horses? I don't know. That's funny. Rachel sent in the next one. Again, short. Anyone interested in a naturally angry bay mare? 2026 Draft Cross Filly. 1/4 quarter horse, 1/2 Clydesdale, and 1/4 Belgian.
What on earth would possess somebody to breed that?
The filly's kind of cute.
What is that? Of course they're cute. It's a baby horse, but like, you know what I was thinking? I would like to take 3/4 draft horse to 1/4 quarter. That's not the way people usually go. Whatever.
And apparently it's a really angry. How do you know? It's only like 6 months old.
If you look at the pictures, there's 3 pictures of this foal, and in every picture, the ears are flat back.
True. That is true.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah. Aaron sent this one, another really wordy one. This is from Mount Vernon, New Hampshire. And I'm not even sure that's spelled right. Oh, it is. So $1,200 Mount Vernon, New Hampshire. Here we go. Don't get caught up in all the words. 2 ponies for someone who knows how to train horses. Just challenge yourself. It's a picture of a brown horse and a bay horse.
Yep.
Like,
that's it.
Cool.
That's all you get. I will say they're not skinny ponies. They're definitely not skinny. You don't have that problem.
As long as you know how to train them. The next one was one I found in, again, one of the most prolific Facebook pages in Bad Ad history. It is called the page Horses for Sale in Oklahoma, 1,500 or less. Okay, here's the ad. And this is so Oklahoma. Anyone got anything 2 to 5 years old that they want to swap for a gun?
Not even what kind of gun. Just a gun.
Just a gun.
It could be an old rusty revolver.
There's no, and they didn't say the word gun because things like that get flagged. Yeah. So they put an emoji, but they don't have gun emojis. So they put a water gun emoji.
Squirt gun.
It's like a green squirt gun. Anyone got anything 2 years to 5 years old that they will swap for a gun?
It better be a nice gun. That's all I got to say. All right. Katie sent this one in. This a-hole needs to go. Got him to match my other mini mule. He's halter broke and stands great to be groomed, etc. Turned him out with my herd, and he latched on to our good family horse and wouldn't let go. Oh, he really latched on. Like literally
not
latched
like
on.
Nursed on.
No.
Like not nursing.
No. I've never seen something so tiny be so mean in my entire life. He is straight up the devil in the field. Not looking for advice on how to introduce him to my herd. He just has to go. Oh, he has the look too. He
looks like a devil donkey.
White mini mule that just looks mean. Just, oh my God. Plano, Iowa, if you really want a mean one for your herd. You can go up there and get it. Amy sent this one in. This is the shortest one of the day. Amy sent this one in. I don't even know where it is. It's just mare, about 10 years old, $123. 123. Why 123?
Oh, so the picture is of a horse that is in mid-turn walking away.
Yes.
And like standing in mud and with a halter on. Its head is down on the ground. Like you can't even see what it is. And I like the description because they put it on like Marketplace or something. Mare about 10 years old. And in the description, it says, typical racehorse.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, it's not. Nothing about that is typical.
I love that there's another horse in front of it that's glaring at this horse. So
this is just, I mean, again, I'm sorry. Today is all about the pictures. We're going to move past it now because Patty sent us one that's more than one sentence. Okay. Located in Henderson, Kentucky. Alrighty. Where's my ranchy? Don't give 2 S's, raises their parents. What I can't, they're swearing and it's hard for me to get around it. All right, where's on my ranch? You don't give 2 nothings about raising their parents' blood pressure on a daily basis kids at. What?
That's the worst sentence ever.
I literally read it just like it was.
I mean, I would like to say that the only problem with that sentence is what it ended in a preposition, but no.
That's not the only problem. All right, let me keep going. Let me formally introduce you to Lil John Bailey, unaffectionately named after my significant other for their strong personality similarities. And you first meet them and you think, gosh, they're such a dickhead. And then you get to know them and they're kind of like, well, sweet, once you break through that shell. Well, that's how Lil JB got his name, all 34 inches of him. On a serious note, because that wasn't serious. On a serious note, he's not really that bad. I mean, he ain't mean. He's just scared and doesn't know better, but he's got that golden word potential. He ain't tried to he ain't tried to bite or kick her head off. We've had a saddle on him and my daughter rode him for an hour and a half with no buck at all while screaming and crying, scared to death. The little rocket donkey had nothing but a walk. What?
These are the longest sentences, and she uses punctuation, but not enough.
Hold on. So let me get this straight. You put your child on this untrained horse and made her ride him for an hour and a half while screaming and crying and scared?
The daughter was screaming. I thought it was the horse that was screaming and crying.
No, she tied her kid onto this donkey and made her ride it.
Okay, yeah, that's just wrong.
All right, let me go back in. Let me back up a little bit. We've had a saddle on him and my daughter rode him about an hour and a half with no buck at all while screaming and crying and scared to death of the little rocket donkey had nothing but a walk. She won't ride him, has no interest in wanting to work with him, as I've spoiled her to the broke ones, and I don't plan on birthing any more potential daredevils. What?
She tortured her child, and now she's surprised that the child doesn't want to ride.
And then she's like, I ain't having any more kids. They're all terrible. Oh my God.
That is a truly bad ad. That's just that's just
wow.
bad.
Wow. Poor child. Somebody call social services. I named him after my husband because he's a dickhead, and then I make my kid ride him for an hour and a half, screaming and crying. This, you know what this is, Glenn? This is Henderson, Kentucky.
Amanda sent this one in. I'm selling this horse. He is a quarter horse mixed with Arabic. Arabic. He is 4 years old and has been castrated.
Is can castrated.
Well, let's start over. I am selling this horse. He is a quarter horse mixed with Arabic. He is 4 years old. He is can castrated. Anyone can ride him. He is gentle with everyone. I'm selling him for $5,500. If you're interested, please give me a call or message me. Again, oh my God. Did you see how the picture? This is a picture from behind with the horse taking a poop. That's the only picture you can get.
There's a second picture, Glenn. And if you look to the right, you'll notice it's a picture of the yard. Yeah, there's no horse in the picture. So you got a horse pooping at the camera and then just grass.
Maybe she was trying to show it was healthy. It is healthy poop. I don't know.
But
it's been castrated.
Terrible. I love a good castrated horse, a good Arabic castrated horse. So racist. Okay. This is from Katie. This is from the Pennsylvania and surrounding area livestock. Clint, just when we think things can't get weirder or worse, there's today.
Yeah. Today's just weird.
Oh, wait a second. Then I see this one that she sent in. And this is the Pennsylvania and surrounding area livestock page. What is it a picture of, Glenn?
It's a picture of a buffalo.
And I love that they have to clarify
full-grown adult buffalo.
See if you can find the places that they oversell. Okay. It's called Bison Bull, 5 years old, vegetarian, works out regularly, loves rainbows and long, lazy summer days. ISO a new home. Okay, that's fantastic.
I love the comment that Jennifer left in. The comment is from a guy who says, "Think I could convince my wife it's a cat?"
I mean, they're really trying to sell this buffalo, bison, whatever.
I will say, we with the little town I grew up in Terry Hill, right outside of town, there was a buffalo farm. So we got to go say hi to the buffalo, and they would actually come up to us. They were very friendly buffalo. Unlike the one who threw that poor grandpa at Yellowstone from about 30 feet in the air the other day. But no, they were very friendly buffalo. But anyway, You need a buffalo. That's one thing you don't have.
Yeah, that sounds like a really logical idea. I will say that I did find one more ad that's not in here. And I want to, this is my friend Ginger, who lives on the property and takes care of things. And she also, her grandpa's farm is about 2-3 miles from here, and she raises goats. And she raises like really nice milked goats. She's like this, like they're all paper. Like she shows her goat, like it's a thing. The goats is a thing. Well, they did apparently, like the horse auctions. Yeah. They're now doing online, and they might have been doing it forever. I don't know, because I'm not in the goat community, but there did a goat auction online. And she happened to share that her goats were being sold online. And I just thought I should maybe let her participate in Really Bad Ads, because I found one of her goat ads for the goat for sale on the auction. And I'm sorry, I just have to read it. I did not tell her I'm doing this, so hopefully she doesn't listen to the show. Because the way that we describe horse stuff to non-horse people, you're like, what are you talking about? Non-horse people just don't get horse people stuff. Right. Well, this is a goat person, and I don't understand any of the goat people stuff, but it's also a milking goat, so it seems a little dirty. Okay, here we go. The details for the farm: Moonshine River Alpines. Harpy is a nice mid-February kid with a lot of depth and class. This stylish kid would be a keeper, but I can't keep them all. By the way, Ginger, proud of you. Way to go. I have retained the litter mate sister to Harpy, though. Harpy's dam is one of the friendliest, easy-kept does in my herd, and she peaked at 11.8 pounds as a second freshener on milk test.
What?
I don't understand that. Next, let me keep going. She has a well-attached udder with easy-to-milk teats.
Okay, wait a minute. Are there ones that aren't well-attached?
Hold on. Okay. On the sire's side, there are beautiful, well-attached memories, strong feet, and legs with wide rumps. Excellent combination of udders behind this girl, and I expect great things to come. What are you talking about?
Are there others that aren't attached? They're just kind of floating there by a thread? I don't know.
And to be fair, Ginger's goats sold for the highest in the auction.
How much did
it ended
goats sell
yesterday.
for, by the way?
I mean, hundreds. Tens and hundreds. I don't know. not horse prices. Okay. I don't know how much they went for, but she said that this one, there's just, you know why? Because it's such a well-written ad, Ginger. Way to go.
Its memories are well attached, apparently. Oh my God.
I just find it so funny that
probably
we have to
read
measure
chicken ads and, other ads too, like llama ads, it would be the same way.
Yeah. So if you guys find an ad of an animal that clearly, this is a legitimate person with a well thought out ad about things we just have no idea about. I don't know, is 11.8 pounds as a second refreshener milk test? Is that good?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That part, I got totally lost in that part.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Ginger. Love you. But I just had to share. We just have to exploit her goat sales.
Have you had fresh goat milk?
No.
So my jester,
I don't even like goat cheese. It's like dirt. All of it is dirt.
Cheese.
It's gross.
I love goat cheese. It's one of my favorite cheeses. We went to my jester when we had the acting company, had a farm, and he had fresh goat milk, and it was actually pretty good.
Did you drink it out of the?
Pretty much, yeah.
Squeeze it in a cup and then pop it back.
Got it cold first. I mean, we put it in the fridge for a while, but.
You know what? There is something for everybody, okay? And I am happy that everybody has a thing. And if you have a passion and you have buffaloes or goats or ponies, whatever floats your boat, man. You do you. Just be a good person, take care of everything, and live your life. We're marching towards death, people. Woo!
Well, we're going to see everybody here that can make it on Sunday night. If you can't make it Sunday night for episode 4000, we are going to play the whole thing on Monday morning. Now, we are doing this one on video too, because it is a Zoom call and all our listeners will be on there. So we're putting that out on Facebook. So if you'd rather watch it, I'm sure there'll be some things that will be visual. So if you'd rather watch it, it'll be on our Horse Radio Network YouTube channel as well. So we'll be back with episode 4000 here on Monday. And so as Jamie said earlier in the show, Wednesday's post show, we're going to play for everybody now. This is the kind of things that happens in the post show. And
this is the radio magic gold that happens.
It's kind of nonsense that we do, but a lot of you have been here forever and have heard Jamie's son on this show from the time he was a little kid.
When he was little and squeaky and cute. And now he's not. He's a man.
I mustn't have talked to him in a while, because when I heard his voice the other day, I just about fell over. I was like, oh my God, you put Chad on. I thought it was Chad. And his mannerisms are so Chad too. There's no Jamie in there. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
There's no Jamie in there. She's all Chad. But anyway, we thought we'd play it for everybody. It was kind of fun to do too. It was a game that was kind of fun to do. And one of the auditors said that because we mentioned that this was a game they played on radio 30 years ago in the morning shows. And it would play a sound and you guess the sound. One of her relatives guessed the sound. It happened to be a toaster. Guessed the sound and won a trip like to Australia. I mean, it was crazy. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed this.
Did we win a trip to Australia? Didn't you just mail me the check?
No, Lucas didn't get enough of them. He didn't win.
I mean, he's grounded. I'll punish him later.
Well, we're excited to talk to you all on Sunday. Enjoy this. Auditors, there will not be a post show. So there won't be a post show after this replay of Wednesday.
You've had us 3,999. It's enough.
That's enough.
We've done enough.
All right, we'll see you, everybody. Have a good weekend and be safe. I know there's a lot going on in the country right now.
Spay, neuter, geld. All right, I'm bringing him up.
All right, that's good. We get Lucas. Well, test and see if you can do it so you can both hear it. That would be great if you could.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
All right, so auditors, if you'd missed it, Ashley and I did your monthly update yesterday. I put it out on audio and we also did video. So if you want to see Ashley's new office, which is pretty wild, you can check it out on the video in the auditor room on Facebook.
Okay, is this too much feedback?
No, I think you're good.
You sound good? Say hi, Lucas.
Hi, Lucas.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, you?
Good. I was thinking about you last week. I knew you were out fishing and stuff, but I was watching Wimbledon all week, and I was thinking about you and your tennis playing as I was watching Wimbledon, and I'm sure you're as good as they are. So
yeah, because I'm just exactly like Sinner, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if you got to watch any of that, but it was pretty cool. Yeah. By the way, he's unbelievable.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, what a player. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some sounds, and we'll have Lucas try and guess first. These are sounds from the old days, from a long time ago. And I'm going to play these sounds, and we're going to have Lucas, we're going to have you guess what they are, and then if you can't get it, we'll have your mom take a shot. Okay.
Now, fortunately, Lucas has old parents, so he's probably going to get all these.
You think so?
No.
This is one of those tests. It's like, is the new generation absolutely like
clueless
gonna die?
Yes,
yeah.
That's right. This is one of those tests. That's correct.
And I know, by the way, I'm going to hear about it. Yes, this is Lucas. This deep voice.
I know. That shocked me from the last time I talked to him. Your voice has gotten like 12 octaves deeper since I talked to you last.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
You sound like your dad.
He's a man.
No, but you sound just like your dad now. You really do.
Thank you.
Same, actually, the one comment you made, I went, well, Chad would say that. You don't sound anything like your mom, which I'm sure she's thrilled about.
Yeah. I mean, what are you talking about? I sound exactly like her.
All right. Let's have you guys guess this first one.
All right.
Any idea?
As a guy who sometimes, I make a couple YouTube videos. I'm not great at it, but that is a sound. I mean, I know that's not what it is, but I use that as a sound effect all the time for number one, like a guy who can't think of anything, or like a computer crashing. I know that it's an old computer crashing or something like that.
It's old computer. It's not crashing. It's just the opposite,
Maybe not
actually.
Crashing.
Jamie,
Loading?
You have a guess?
Turning on.
You've got mail.
No, that's not it either. This was when we had dial-up. internet, that's the sound it made.
Obviously, you haven't seen You've Got Mail 400 times. So they log on, and that's how you log on to the internet. And then the next thing that would come up is the Yahoo thing. And then it would tell you after the dee-dong, dee-dong, dee-dong. And then it would say,
mail.
You've got, there you go. See?
That was one of my other ones right there.
You've got mail.
By the way,
that
that guy's still alive. He's like in his 80s now that did that You've Got Mail.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
All right, here's one.
Actually, I do know that one.
All right, let me get this one for you. Let's see. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, is that a rotary phone?
Yay!
Rotary phone, yeah.
You got it. Not too many kids even know what that is anymore.
If you would have done just one, it sounded like one of those.
Yeah, it sounded like a drawer opening.
No, when you swipe your credit cards left and right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here's the next one.
Is that like a voicemail thing?
Not voicemail.
Ah, crap.
It's killing Jamie. It's killing her.
I'm sorry.
You probably have never heard this, actually.
I don't think I have, no.
Jamie?
Okay, son. So when we used to have to make phone calls, our phones were attached to the wall.
Thing.
You don't even know what that thing is. Okay, so you would pick up the phone, you would have to dial the number, but you would pick up the phone, you'd have to listen for that sound. That meant that's called the dial tone.
Yep.
Yeah,
and when you heard that sound was when you could dial the number.
Yep.
And then you'd talk to the lady on the other side.
I'm not that old.
With the cords.
The cords.
Do you know, it's so funny. I worked at a hotel, this crappy hotel, night shift, midnight to like 7 a.m. And they had one of those phone systems to call the rooms. It actually had the cords. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, but see, I've seen too many episodes of Lassie where June Lockhart, who was Timmy's mom, she would pick up the phone and be like, "Hi, Alice, can you patch me into 72?" And then and they would stand next to the phone. So like, I'm not that old, sucker. You're grounded.
Maybe.
All right, here's another one, kind of related. That's your clue.
Oh.
Any clue?
Oh, you said it's related, so I'm not going to guess a stapler, but that's what that sounds like. Is that like punching numbers or coins or something like that? I don't know.
No, this is something that we can't do anymore. That was so satisfying when your girlfriend pissed you off. When your girlfriend pissed you off, this was so satisfying.
Oh, wait, is this slamming the phone into the thing? Yeah.
Yes. You got
Hanging up on somebody.
I'm sorry. When you did it multiple times, I thought it was like the rotary phone where you had to do it multiple times. But if you would have done it one time, I would have said, yeah, you could slam the phone.
No, you wouldn't have.
Maybe. Well, I did after.
So how old are you, Lucas?
I'm just turned 13.
All right. You might remember. I don't know. I think this is older than that. I don't remember whether this is older than that or not, but here you go. Jamie will get this one too, I think. Either one of you? Lucas?
I believe I heard this. Is that a printer?
Well, it sounds like a printer, but it's not a printer.
It sounds like a dot matrix printer.
Yeah, it does, but it's not. Nope. When I say this, Jamie, you're going to know.
Okay, do it again.
All right.
Oh, I've heard that. Where have I heard that? Oh.
You know there's people driving right now listening to this, just screaming out what these things are.
Yeah, I mean, they're all like going to hate me after this for not knowing. They're like, what are you doing? It's so obviously that.
I don't know. It sounded like a printer to me, like a dot matrix
It does
printer.
sound like that, but okay.
I don't know.
Floppy disk drive. The old 5-inch floppy disk drive. That's the sound it made when you put it in the computer.
You know what's funny? I would have never guessed that. Like, I would have never even attempted to. Those words are not coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, I think the floppy drive was before you. I think that was.
Yes, it was.
I'm more the CD era. Okay, so
I'm more the wireless Bluetooth.
Shut up.
Let's see. Jamie should get this one. I'm not sure about Lucas. Maybe, but I'm not sure.
Is that some internet browser, like whenever you're getting in? Is that like the old interwebs when you're loading in or something?
You're on the right track.
I feel like that. I'm trying to remember the old logo for it, but I forgot the name. But there's like something that you load it into, then it's like it's a software or something.
Jamie, any idea?
All I can think of is Saturday morning. The more you know.
No, that's not it either. This is the Windows 95 startup sound for Windows 95. It was.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, so there you go. All right,
I have my computer on mute, and I keep my phone on mute, so I've never heard that.
All right, here is. Oh, I don't even know that Jamie's going to get this one. This is old.
I know what that one is.
Any idea, Lucas?
Is that a cash register? No, wait, no. Mother, you got it. You got that one.
I think I know this one.
Do you?
Any guesses, hon?
I'm just gonna let you do. I'm not gonna embarrass myself.
Is that a typewriter?
Yes, it's the return when you hit the return and it goes back. That is exactly. I am shocked you got that one.
I was about to say, so many movies I've heard that sound. I just did not piece that together. I don't know why. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I watched Murder, She Wrote, so it was right at the beginning. That was on the
Lucas,
intro.
I am so old that when I took typing class in high school, it was on typewriters. And I flunked typing class like multiple times. Well, this is mostly because there were good-looking girls in the class, and I didn't do that.
Super new sound.
All right, this one, I got two more. This one, I think Jamie's going to know right away.
Can you play it? Okay.
That sounds like swiping a credit card.
That's exactly right. You got that one right. That's the credit card.
I shouldn't even give you time to guess.
All right, there's one more, and I guarantee you Lucas won't get this one, but we'll see if Jamie does.
Okay, wait, come on.
He'll never get it.
I've heard that. I swear I've heard that somewhere.
You probably have in a movie someplace.
In a movie.
Yeah.
Is that like the old fan? No, you're right. I'm never going to get that. I'm not even going to try and embarrass myself.
Anybody that was
in Lucas, this is what you say. You say, look, somebody turn off the lights.
That's right. Exactly. Did they use those when you were in school? Or you were in TV era, weren't you?
I do remember those. I mean, we still had to somebody later on had to go get the TV from the TV room.
I got it. It's a projector. Yeah.
That's right. It's a film reel projector. And then does everybody remember the sound it made when it ended? It went because the little tape would clack against the roof. It broke.
Yeah, that's when the person in the movie theater up top wasn't doing their job, and then it all ended.
Or the teacher had to splice it together before she could continue showing the film in class.
Oh my God, we're so old.
That happened. I mean, obviously, it's not the same machine, but that kind of happened one of those times in one of the new Warner Theater. We got into a movie and it just did not start at all, and after 20 minutes of just no movie, once it was supposed to start, my mom over here, the hero, actually just went out and talked to them, and they were like, "Oh, we forgot to start it."
So then we watched the whole startup with that whole thing.
Yeah, it turns out they can make mistakes too. Still,
hey, why are we sitting in the dark?
So, Lucas, how was your week last week? By the way, thank you for playing. That was fun. How was your week last week? I heard you went fishing. You caught the most fish, from what I heard.
Yeah, we didn't go fishing for too long, but I caught a good 4 in 30 minutes. I don't know, but something like that. We went out shooting on the range.
What did you shoot, by the way? Your mom doesn't know anything about guns, so I couldn't ask her this.
Yeah, the ballistics master over here. No, mainly I just brought my 20 gauge shotgun, just went clay pigeon.
Oh, cool. Were you good? Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. I did decent, I think. I'm not going to brag at all, but
yeah,
I did. Yes, I did better than my father.
Oh, wow. And he's the military dude. But he was shooting a different kind of gun. It was
he's more used to clicking the button on the plane.
Yeah, he's shooting 50 cal.
Yeah, slightly bigger.
I love shooting skeet shooting. I love skeet shooting. I just think shooting shotguns is the most fun thing ever.
It really is.
And 20 gauge is good for that. I have a 12 gauge, and your shoulder just gets sore.
Oh my God, it's the worst. You can do a lot of fun like hunting with that if you need to, but the problem is for clay pigeon shooting.
Yeah,
the 20 gauge is good because you can shoot it like a million times and be fine.
Yeah, and you're not black and blue after.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I was very, very red, and my shoulder looked like it got splattered by a blueberry. I don't know, but like it hurt, but it was not nearly as bad as it could have been, like with a 12 gauge or anything.
Now, did you shoot any pistols or anything?
We were on the ranch and there were horses going by. We had our pistol and our 9mm little semi-automatic, but we couldn't shoot them because there were horses nearby.
Yeah. Let me just say that there was not horses nearby. There were people on horses on the ranch. So there's none of that happening when you're right. It's not like they were like just out of reach, you know?
Horses, am I right?
It's a big ranch. They could have gone somewhere else.
Yeah.
So did you see any bear or elk or anything while you were there? Or?
We saw, I think, like an antelope and a couple of elk, maybe. Yeah, it's kind of fun. We were like getting ready to shoot some prairie dogs on the field. And then we'd never see any prairie dogs naturally because, that never works. But like up on the ridge, we see a ton of antelope running across the crest of the hill. It's a beautiful sight. You're just looking out into mountains and it's breathtaking. And then you look 5 feet below where you're looking and there's like bears and elk running around. I mean, it couldn't get better than that,
You do sound he does sound so much like his dad, Jamie. It's the first time I've talked to you in 6 months maybe. So, well, and is tennis still going well? You still like it?
Yeah, it's actually going awesome. But just got back from a clinic like yesterday. I'm still doing them twice a week. I'm getting slowly better. I don't know if I could beat myself 6 months ago, but I'm slightly getting better.
Well, good. And on the team, were you playing 1 or 2, or what were you playing on the team?
I was number 1 boys, or maybe I think other than the high schoolers that were there, I think I was number 1 on the team.
That sucks though, doesn't it? Because you get all the good players. Then you're playing the really good players.
Yeah.
It sucks. You learn how to lose when you're number 1, actually.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I like doubles too. Do you play doubles at all?
A little bit. I was a big gap ahead because we didn't have a lot of people who like tennis in the school because it's a smaller school. So it was actually me who kind of knew how to play tennis. And then the second best boy was a guy who started out maybe a year ago. I mean, by a year ago, one guy who just doesn't play tennis that much. So I was singles a lot of the time, but I did play doubles a decent amount. And I do like doubles when the partner's good.
I learned to play better. I wouldn't say really well, but as well as I could play, which I guess was okay by the time I was done. But at the park we lived in, a little town we lived in, this guy used to show up, and he used to hit against the backboard 110 miles an hour against the backboard. I'd go down, and he would agree to hit with me. Well, he hit so damn hard that I learned to play better because he was so good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird effect. It's like even if you get absolutely crushed, tennis is the one sport that you can still learn to get better through being absolutely obliterated.
Yeah, because those guys, they know how to serve at 110 miles an hour, and you're just thrilled when you get your racket on it.
And you hit it back, you use their power against them. Yeah,
and if it goes back and goes in the court, you're just so excited, even though the next shot, they're just going to kill you. But
yeah, and then they slam it on you, but you're like, I don't even care.
I don't care. I hit it back.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of sports where I don't know, basketball or baseball, where if the other team is a lot better than you, it's just not going to be fun, you're just going to get crushed. You're not going to get anything new out of it. It's just unfair. But tennis, you can be crushed and obliterated, and you learn from it.
And you're also happy about the 3 shots you actually hit good in the whole match.
Yeah.
So also one other thing before we go, I know you guys were really watching the soccer. Did you go into mourning after USA lost? Did you watch it?
We were a bit more angry because they played really, really bad.
It wasn't a great game from what I saw. But England's still in it. So I guess they played tonight.
We're rooting for England.
They were tonight or last night? I don't remember when they played.
We watched Spain win last night. Okay. And then England is what, today?
England and Argentina, yep.
Okay, there you go. Soccer has never been more popular in this country.
No.
It probably won't be again for a long time. Well, thank you both. Appreciate it. Listeners, Have a good one. We'll talk to you again on Friday. See you, everybody.
Bye. Say
Bye.
bye.
Congratulations. You made it through another post show. Thank you for all your support. Now, go ride your horse.